Hi, hello. I got a comment saying I should do a video on my favorite PS3 games. It's not the most original idea. There's already tons of videos on this subject, but I guess I can talk about it too, cause I gotta upload more videos or something. So I'm gonna talk about my fave PS3 games. Maybe I'll say something new you've never heard before. Alright, my first favorite PS3 game is actually 4 PS3 games. The Best of PlayStation Network, Volume 1. The only volume. I had no idea this came out when it did. I don't think anyone else did either. Out of 4 games, it's got When Vikings Attack. I don't know what that is. I've never played that. I don't know what that is. Sound Shapes, that's a decent music platforming thing. Tokyo Jungle, that's why I bought this. One of the best PS3 games. It has an arcade feel in the way that it's a hard game, but it's also satisfying from the start of the game. Fighting, surviving, reproducing, and completing missions gives a sense of urgency that motivates the player to keep on moving. And then you try again to unlock more animals and more outfits. It's a blast. And it has nice music too. It's one of my favorite games ever.
Wow.
Princess. I've never played this, but I know it has its fans. Binary Domain. This is a funky little third-person shooter made by the Yakuza team at SEGA. So you know it's got really good cutscenes. The PS3 version runs like a flaming bag of on fire. I still beat it though, but the PC version doesn't run like a flaming bag of and it's on sale for cheap pretty frequently. So I'd recommend that version, but I'm still keeping the PS3 copy because I just like the game. I just like it, you know what I'm saying? Brutal Legend, this is also on other systems, but this is an awesome game if you're into metal music like I am. If you're not into metal music, this game kind of feels unfinished, and it has a weird gameplay shift that even I didn't like at first. But there's still tons of stuff to do in this game though. There's over 100 licensed metal songs. That's crazy. You can still buy this on Steam somehow. Cool game, I liked it. Burnout Paradise, this is also pretty much on everything. But if you only have a PS3 for some reason, this is still a fun ass game. It's 60 frames a second, so it plays great. They took down the online mode because they want you to get the remastered version. And somehow it's still one of the best racing games on the newer consoles. What's going on with racing games, man? The Call of Duty Special. Now I haven't played a new Call of Duty in years, but this is when multiplayer gaming was at its peak right here. This is before Fortnite, before the Battle Pass, before all this crap that's coming out today. What a time.
Hey, you stupid bitch. I love
I can also do muted every single person that has a
big cock.
Folklore. I've only played like an hour of this. I'm a total fraud. But this game takes me back to my favorite era for buying PS3 games. Around 2016-2017, GameStop had their 4 for $20 deals, and you could walk away with some pretty rare PS3 games for just $5. It was awesome. Yeah, Folklore's cool though. I'd like to play more than an hour of it sometime.
Exclusive.
God of War collection, all the collections. I just have the Origin collection here. This one's pretty cool because it has the PSP games, and they got them looking pretty good on the PS3. Also the Saga collection with all the games apparently. This one's not on the disc, so keep that in mind.
Exclusive.
Like on Shadow of the Colossus collection. I love Shadow of the Colossus. It's one of my favorite games ever. It's a very beautiful game about fighting big boss monsters. I haven't beaten Ico. I'm a total fraud. But I always wanted to go back to it after I watched a review, and I found out you don't have to fight the shadow monsters. You can just run to the next room, and I thought, wow, I'm really dumb. I haven't gotten around to it though. I know Ico's a very beautiful game. Yeah, I called Ico. What are you gonna do? Infamous series, these are good games. It'd be nice if they remastered them or something. What a unique thought, right?
Exclusive.
No one's ever said that before. I know Sucker Punch is probably busy right now, but get someone else to do it. Just make the resolution and frame rate big, and that's good.
That sucks donkey balls. Hey, Cole, you know what I miss? Pizza. Big sloppy slice, dripping with grease, pepperoni, and donkey balls.
I know Infamous 1's looking kinda rough these days. Fuck it.
Cole, you there?
Hey, babe.
Jack collection, you know what? All these other collections too while I'm at it. These are just great to have. It sucks that they're trapped on the PS3, but these are just great to have. And I like having them. Killzone 2. People like to call this generation the gray and brown generation. And Killzone 2 is the grayest, brownest game there ever was. But it's the best one. The grim, dark, oppressive world, the intentionally clunky controls, the top of the line 2009 graphics. This shit rules. This is an intense game. Killzone 3 though, it's good. It's not as good as 2, but I still liked it. It's not as dark. Some people complain about Killzone 2, said it was too dark, too clunky, but it still got great reviews. I think they should have leaned in on that dark doom poop aesthetic, because it really worked for the world of Killzone. It doesn't really matter though, because the Killzone series is dead, and it's never coming back, so who gives a shit anyway? Who gives a shit anyway? Lair. This game sucks, but it's so iconic of the time when the PlayStation 3 was better known as the No Game Station 3. Lair was supposed to show off the graphical power of the PS3 and also the new, futuristic, innovative 6-axis motion controls, but the game just flopped like a fish. It didn't fly like a dragon. You fly dragons in this game. It flopped like a fish. But when I saw this for $2 like 10 years ago, I really wanted it because of its legendary shit status. You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking. The Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. All these legendary games, what more do you have to say about it, really? I'll say that I'm glad I pre-ordered this 10 years ago and got this cool art book that I actually appreciate more now than I did back then. It's got some cool stuff in it here, like, look at this Metal Gear Solid 3 poster. It's got Ape Escape Snake. Could you imagine owning that? This is a cool fucking package. Yeah, there's a new collection out. Metal Gear Solid 4 is probably going to be on the new collection. So this collection here is almost obsolete, but that's not going to stop me from buying the same thing over and over. I mean, how could you not have both of these? In this collection you get Metal Gear Solid 1 with this crazy PS2 style case. Metal Gear Solid 2 has skateboarding only on the PS2 version. The skateboarding is only on the PS2 version. Snake vs. Monkey is only on the PS2 version. I'm just trying to justify my crap. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. I love Midnight Club. It might just be my favorite racing game series, honestly. And it's a damn shame Rockstar doesn't make it anymore. Shame on Rockstar. Okay, I better wash that off. Motorstorm 2. This is the Japanese version of Motorstorm Pacific Rift. It's mostly in English. It was just cheaper than the American version. I'm not like a big Japan nerd or anything. Now this is a game that's really good. Motorstorm's awesome though. It's such a crazy, wild, extreme, intense, violent racing game. What's going on with racing games these days? They just don't make them as cool as they used to. I want to get the other ones too, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I actually saw the first game at GameStop, and I wanted to get it, but it literally looked like it was shoved up someone's ass. And I touched it. So that's part one. Alright y'all, that's part one. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to split this into 2 parts in the editing room. Are you still here? Let me tell you about some of my digital favorites. Vibri, an amazing PS1 rhythm game. You help Vibri groove past obstacles with style as she makes her way down dangerous and funky music track ribbons. It's a great game. You can use CDs to make any custom soundtrack you want. Awesome. Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn. Pretty fun game if you like Gundam or Dynasty Warriors. If you don't, it's just kinda mindless beating stuff up. I think this game's way too expensive. Didn't buy the game in DLC when it was on sale in 2015. Too bad. Want a physical copy that didn't come out in my country? Huh. I wouldn't recommend buying it. If you know what I'm saying. Yo! Sonic Adventure, people like to hate on this game. Some people love this game. I'm in the camp that likes this game for some weird ass reason. It's not that weird. I like Chow Garden. I like the levels. Even big. This game's just good.
Oh yeah! This is happening!
Crash Team Racing, the original PS1 version. One of my favorite racing games. I've beaten this probably more than 20 times. And I've also platinumed the remake, so this is the Wipeout HD dynamic theme from Wipeout HD, another really good game that's also in the Wipeout Omega collection for PS4. Hardcore Uprising, I haven't played this that much unfortunately, but I am a big Contra fan, and this is supposed to be a pretty good one. Record of Agarist War, this game is bad, don't play it. Winds of Thunder, aka Lords of Thunder, for the PC Engine Super CD-ROM. This is just one of the coolest fucking shooting games ever made, man. It's heavy metal, you shoot stuff, it kicks ass. I bought this from the Japanese store. But play Winds of Thunder / Lords of Thunder any way you can.
What do you like about Lords of Thunder?
Lyrics.
The lyrics?
Huh?
God Hand, Goto Hando. This might be the best video game ever made. I would recommend turning on your PS3 right now and buying this game for $10.
I love it.
Don't pirate it.
Yo!
Space Channel 5 Part 2 Funky Rhythm Game from SEGA back when they were making crazy stuff on the Dreamcast. It has Space Michael Jackson, and it's just a really fun game. I'd recommend it if you can play rhythm games and not get pissed off at them. Jet Set Radio, another one of my favorite games just because of how funky it is. I'll be honest with you, the gameplay in the original Jet Set Radio, kinda bad. I basically forced myself to master its wonky gameplay just because I liked everything else about the game that much. And shout out to all the Jet Set Radio super fans who haven't actually played the game. Contra Shattered Soldier, another great Contra game. I actually have played this one a decent bit. It's hard as fucking fuck, but the soundtrack rips. The graphics definitely look like a PS2 game, but they don't look that bad. You can still tell what's going on, and it's a great time. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, one of the best racing games ever made. I bought this before they took it off the store, so you can't buy it anymore, but you can get it other ways. Spyro Year of the Dragon, this was one of the first games I ever played. Love this game. I played the remix too, and I think they're alright, but I still like the PS1 versions better. There's something that's more honest and authentic about the originals, and there's certain things I think they do better than the remake. Spyro 2, another great Spyro game. This one honestly might be better than Spyro 3, but 3's the one I played the most as a kid, so I've got the most nostalgia for that. So that's some of my favorite digital games. That's not all my digital games, but I don't have them downloaded, so they must not be my favorite.